Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. What's up? Up.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, looking for options. Chased out to his right. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, Purdy to throw. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Working quickly here.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down throw by Purdy. Rolling out to his left. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense in the hurry-up here.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To the air again. Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Get set. 18. What's up?
To throw again, it's Purdy. Throw is caught. And that will not be enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, hey, tip of the cap for really trying to seize control with an 8-0 lead here early. But the success from their opening drive didn't carry over into that two-point play.
And if anything, partner, it really backfired because you gave them a chance to recoup a little momentum they lost, getting beat down with that drive. Not only that, but if this offense answers touchdown for touchdown, they can actually now take the lead.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. If you don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickett. 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys find an answer with their opening drive. George Pickens the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Isaac Guerrero to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18!
Now it's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Get set, you're not. 18!
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Working quickly here.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
53! Get set, get set.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-6 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Get set, hot.
Purdy gonna go on fourth. Kittle makes the catch. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on fourth down. That was impressive. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Up.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Dose of the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17.
Purdy throwing here. Has it down close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
16 yards. And the 49er.
Looking to throw, Purdy. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
You know, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10.
Yeah, there we go.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Down the field, he's got Lamb. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Sky Moore on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he only gets a couple before going out of bounds, Brock. So second down coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi's Stadium in just a moment. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Get set. At 18. Yellow.
Play action now with Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third.
Outside.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
On fourth down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield.
First and 10 at the Niners' 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Yeah. Here we go.
First down, here's Dak. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S.
To the right, and intercepted! And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
There he goes, right sideline. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone.
First and 10.
Looking inside the red zone. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally this defense has an answer.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Get set. Up, back around, up. Yellow. Up.
Purdy looking to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So it's second down coming up. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Short pass brought in. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got first down here from the 36. Prescott here from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Back to the air, Prescott. He's trying to go deep again. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. CeeDee Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 14.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Garindo to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott will look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Purdy to throw. Escapes the pocket. Complete out to the right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
a 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Yellow. 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 Up.
He'll throw it. Buying some time right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Play action now for Prescott. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running for the mark. Oh, he loses the football. Picked up by the 49ers. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free instead of facing 4th down. Even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Intended for Javon Jennings. Incomplete. DeMarvion overshown on the coverage.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. Yellow.
Now Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
The 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
16 more yards. That's another 49er first down.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can tie it up after hitting Painter in the 3rd. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Down to the air here. Into the hands of Pickett. Into the red zone. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop was made at the 5-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
The kicker on.
They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Garindo to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Purdy to throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Purdy on 1st down. He rolls to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And he put everything he's got behind it. This is caught inside the 15. A pickup there of 39. And that gives the 49ers the 1st. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
1st down throw by Purdy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back.
Oh, he lost the football! Cowboys scoop it up. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return.
I'll tell you this, Kate, the duality of quarterbacks in the league today continues to amaze me. It's remarkable how well they can throw it and run it. But in that case, when you turn into running back, what do you got to do? You've got to protect the football at all costs. He doesn't, and he gives that defense an extra possession.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. Buys time, rolling right. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
He's back to throw. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking the guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
Looking for George Pickens that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. He's got it. It's complete to Pickens. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. George Pickens the touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
35, 49ers 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
Purdy throwing here. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yellow.
Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Has a man down midfield. It's Jennings. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
Outside. Watch out.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Savon Revel with the pick.